The start of another long weekend, and a long weekend of very good racing, and we start at our usual starting point, Gqeberha, where we're racing at Fairview. And if you haven't heard the news overnight, we have changed services. We've moved it to the polytrack due to a lot of rain over the last 48 hours or so. But if you wish to discuss with us how your week has gone so far and you wish to have some input into the weekend itself, do get in touch with our tipsters on our X handle or on our WhatsApp number as well. I hope you're well, because the man on the other side, he is well and he's raring to go. It will be Nino Podesta previewing our Fairview program, which has three features on the program. We have had a few scratchings, obviously, due to change of service from the turf to the polytrack, and we will just highlight those as we go along. A very important scratching in that first, and that is the worldly one of two scratchings in our opener. It is a juvenile plate, and that should make for a very, very good viewing indeed. Let's start off that weekend with a look at our first show of betting, and of course, greet Nino. He is on the other side. He had a very good tipping week last week, except for that last race, which threw everybody out. So race number one, that is off with that first of our 9 races. Remember, the bipod starts in race 2. Race 1, 5 past the 12. Nino, a very good morning to you. Welcome. And it is looking forward to another good day's racing on the poly this afternoon.
Good morning, Cecil. Yes, we're going to try and do our best after they change the surface from the turf to the poly.
All right, so we've got that bipod starting in race number 2. Just say one word on race number 1. 4 and 5 are out. Wordly certainly looked to be a standout bet.
Yeah, definitely. I thought that was a certainty. But with the scratching of 4 and 5, I think 1 and 6 will fight it out.
All right, so let's talk about race number 2 now. This is where that bipod starts, our first big exotic of the afternoon. This is a racehorse known as Association Maiden Juvenile Plate of 1,400 meters a trip. And at this juncture, no scratchings. The favoritism seems to be shared between the 3 Eat, Pray, Love, and also support for the 9 Queen of Jazz. How do you suggest we negotiate that first leg of the bipod?
Cecil, I'm going to bank at the 3 Eat, Pray, Love. Confident banker for me. She's got Gold Quest, she's got Million Reasons, she's got Oh My Gucci Girl and Queen of Jazz beaten behind Frosty Reception. Last time out, very good run in against a 2-time winner that won again, that became a 3-time winner, Splice the Main Race. So I think that's good enough for him to run in the first tour. I'm taking my chances and banking in Eat, Pray, Love.
That is what we love. There is that banker confirmed in the familiar source of the Vernus family. That is Eat, Pray, Love. And we round off with 2 bankers in legs 5 and 6. That'll be races 6 and 7. Outlay is just 50 Rand. Typical Nino, it is a very conservative outlay, and it could be a very, very good bipod to catch. All right, so we get into that very popular bet in at Gqeberha, and it is the place accumulator starting in race number 3, racing today open Maiden. It's over the 1,400 meters, and we've had 3 scratchings come through there. The 2 Belt Town, that was not so fancy. Number 3, Free World, and number 12, Doomstani. That was one that was expected to show some sort of improvement. So there is going to be a bit of a deduction on all bets struck prior to the scratching of the last named, Doomstani. Right, it is an open Maiden, Mr. Podesta, so this means it's a handicap of sorts. Let's have a look at the top ones in the betting. You've got the one Sikakai Day. Our friend is having that second run in the province, a very good first run. Number 5, Havre de Gras, is at 3-1. 3-1 is the 6 Cabaret, 6-1 the 13 My True Love. Support for the 11 Sundrop. Now that's been supported in from 11-1 to 8-1. That is Jacques Stradum and Donald Geerson. All right, so Sikakai Day had a very good pipe opener, and it just so seems that moving to the poly will work out well.
Yes, and gained the extra 200 meters. And remember, she was drawn 13 out of 13 last time and just needed the run. So I am definitely in the camp of number 1. How do you pronounce it? Sikakai Day.
Yes, so we had a long chat about this last time. Sikakai Day, and I think both of us, get it across to what horse we're talking about.
Sikakai Day. Definitely my first choice. I think she'll improve big time over the extra and drawn 6. I make the biggest danger number 6 Cabaret. I'm going only 1 and 6.
1 and 6?
Yes.
1 and 6. And what do you think of this money that's coming for Sundrop?
Well, she's a long-time battler, Cecil. She's had many runs. Not for me today. She could probably run in the back ends of Profecto and Quartet.
Thank you so much. There it is confirmed. The place accumulator starting in race 3. 320 Rand is the total outlay, but you do not have to go the full hog. You can take that percentage, and that would amount to, what is that, 160, 80 Rand for 25%. That is off at 13:15. All right, as we approach the opening leg of the Pick 6 race and number 4, reminder that our socials are accessible to you, and that is via X, formerly known as Twitter, and our WhatsApp number. You can get in touch with us anytime as you so wish to make a racing comment or just to make an overall view, expression of racing in general. Right, race number 4, we've had quite a pretty important scratching. This would have been an each-way candidate for some. Number 8, Africa's Rock. The favorite is the one, Legal Thriller, and that is at 5-2, 33% about the 3 Matar, and the 6 Pembroke, 4-1, and a better bar those. So merit rated 78 and Nino, it's over the 1600 meters. Legal Thriller, that is the favorite at 5-2. That is Alan Greef and Richard Fourie. I see Richard has a very busy afternoon today.
Yes, he has. He's got a lot of good mounts and a lot of favorites as well. And this is the horse to beat. Cecil, I believe this on the runs behind Fairy Night is a horse to beat. Skating 61 kilos. Myrta, the 5-year-old mare, I don't know how she's going to perform on the poly, and she's got some issues going down to the start. You always have to be careful when you take her. I make the biggest dangers number 6, Pembroke, and number 5, Hawk Circle. And because I got bankers later, I think I put quite a few in the bipod just to maybe double up.
Okay, so that is race number 4. There it is. He's gone quite a few horses, and better to survive that first leg and have your bankers come about in the latter stages. 1, 3, 5, 6, and 9. That is the way of that opening leg of the Pick 6. Again, a very, very, very inexpensive outlay. Full unit, 400 Rand. And again, that percentage route is very much recommended. And you could possibly double up if there are scratchings somewhere along the line where the favorite wins. It is enough time to race number 4 of 13:50, 10 minutes to 2. Well, that is now moving on to race number 5. And again, a reminder that you can get in touch with us. The boys have been in very good form. That is Darren Burrows and Daryl Marie, as well as our tipster for Port Elizabeth. That is Quebec Racing on a Friday. Mr. Nino Podesta. We're going to be talking about race 5 shortly. Highlighting the scratchings, 5 Spin Doctor, 8 Chronicles of Narnia, and the 9 Path of Choice are all scratched, 5, 8, and 9. Now leaving the betting with the 7 Kingdom of Heaven. That is now shortened in as not adjusted but backed into 2-1, and that is the 7. The 2, the Mauritian, is at 28 to 10, 3-1 about the 3. Say Yes. It is 6-1 and a better bar those. Well, I'll be very interested to see how Say Yes gets on in PE. Was a very consistent sort, and your form has been up against some of the best on the high felt, and not disgraced, Nino.
Yeah, definitely. Cecil, the only problem is how she's going to go on the poly first time. And she is a filly taking on the boys here. Cecil, my clear first choice is number 7, Kingdom of Heaven. From a 1 draw, only getting 56, Sumanga Kamala on. I think she's going to take a power of beat. And if she brings a best form to the track. The 4 runs back, she did beat Royal Swan Master that we saw win on Monday. Was it on Monday in Durban? That came out to win.
That's correct. That was Wednesday, wasn't it? Wednesday.
It was Wednesday, on Wednesday. So that form has been franked. My second choice is a Mauritian that I think will love going the extra bin out of a Western Winter mare. And then Say Yes and Fateful Day. So
all right.
7, 2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7. That would be the 5 numbers for race. And number 5 of the 7, a clear first choice. Smanga Kumalo and Kelly Mitchley team up with a new recruiter to the Mitchley stable. That's enough time to race 5 of 14:25. It is the middle stakes, and once again over the mile. One of the highlights as far as the sprinting events are concerned on a weekly or monthly basis in a PE is the meeting of Cruise Control and Clifftop. They have met on many occasions and it is about honours even, but it seems that the two, Clifftop's powers are slightly diminishing and Cruise Control is at its peak of its powers. All right, Nino, am I right in saying that as we look at the betting, in fact, I'll go through the betting initially, and Cruise Control, well, they don't want to know. 7 to 10 adjusted into 11 to 20. That is in fact due to the money that's coming in. Clifftop and easy to back 9 to 2, 11 to 2, the 5, the Winter Lake. The 3-5 rally is at 13 to 1. It's even bigger odds about the rest, 15s and better. Nino, I made a statement there. It's not with any disrespect to anybody, but it seems Cruise Control's powers are at their peak and the Clifftop, the powers may be diminishing. Is that the way you see it?
Definitely. I mean, I cannot see Clifftop beating Cruise Control. And Cecil, the best bet on the card under the conditions and the weights of this race, it's almost impossible to oppose Cruise Control. So a confident banker in all bets.
Okay.
You can maybe try and find who's going to run second, third, and fourth. Probably Cruise Control.
Okay. So you don't want to know?
I mean, probably Clifftop will run second.
Yes, but you don't want to know about anybody troubling Cruise Control today?
No, Cecil, impossible to oppose. Look, we've seen worse things happen in racing, but all being equal, this should win and should win well.
Thank you so much for that confidence. Cruise Control, I know some of us will not get rich on it, but I'm sure in all to comes it could be a good and a pivot to a successful afternoon of punting. It is 1,500 hours, the race 6, the first feature, the Fairview Flying 5. It's over the 1,000 meters. It is a non-black type, but certainly a event to look forward to. Well, it is a 9-race program that's now been moved to the alternative surface that is the very handy Polytrack at Fairview Racecourse in Gqeberha, and the feature of the afternoon of the East Cape Oaks listed. East Cape Oaks listed, that is over the 2,000 meters, will be the top line, and that is off at 15:35. That is the 7th of 9. So last chance to get involved in a pick 3, and dare say, given the selections we've seen from Nino thus far, where you could have an anchor in that first leg of the last pick 3. So that is looking at the betting now. You've got the 2 Joy and Peace was 11 to 10 overnight. I see has been backed in to 17 to 20. 37 to 20 is the 4, and that looks to be the one on form. Epicleros, that is at 37 to 20. The 3 public benefit is at 13 to 2, 12s and better, bar those quoted runners. Well, they don't want to know. And your bankers, we saw the first one is Cruise Control in the pick 6, and the second one is number 2, Joy and Peace. I believe you're quite happy to exclude Epicleros in your pick 6, Mr. Podesta.
Personally, yes, Cecil, because I think Joy and Peace will win on a reason that she's got the experience and the advantage over the Justin Raider, that she's won twice on the poly. And, you know, Justin's horses haven't been riding well of late. So that is a bit of a concern. It is a 2-horse race. I'll be elected to banker Joy and Peace, and I think she will win.
Okay, so another confidence selection, number 2, Joy and Peace. Richard Fourie and Alan Huev team up and bidding for a 4th win from 12 outings when taking on a field lined up for the 2024 renewal of the East Cape Oaks, listed over the 2,000 meters. Well, the penultimate race on the afternoon at Fairview is a Derby plate as a tap daily bet 0861 at 000822 and over the 2,000 meters once again. A reminder, it is approaching the first leg of the last double, and if you have observed something interesting or of interest, please do not hesitate to get us in touch with us via our socials, the X handle or the WhatsApp number. Right, let's have a look at the 8th race betting. We've got the 9 Gideon's Daughter at 18 to 10. The 3 Mo Flow is at 13-5. Number 1, Was Router, is at 11-4, 13-2, and a better bar those. So tight at the top, it's worth pointing out that the 8 Pisces, there has been some interest in Pisces. 12-1 has now been shortened in to that 9-1. That is number 8. The Gavin Smith charge with Stallone Naidu board that is being backed from 12-1 to 9-1. All right, so let's talk about the 8th race. Not as clear cut as the preceding 2 races, I take it, Mr. Podesta?
Not as clear cut, but I've still got a very strong choice and first selection in number 9, Gideon's Daughter, on the basis that I make Joy and Peace a good thing to win the race before. And if it does so, then the form will be franked. And I think Gideon's Daughter is the horse to beat. Slightly ahead of Was Router, who by Toreador, I don't know if she will see the 2,000 meters, where I think Gideon's Daughter will. So strong selection, 9 to beat 1. And then for people that want to look at number 11, Women's World, I think that could be there or thereabouts.
Okay, so we've got your exact suggestion there, 1 and 9. That is the exact suggestion. Gideon's Daughter ahead of the 1 Was Router in a race number 8. That's our penultimate, and a reminder that you can play that last double starting with race 8 off at 4:10. Gideon's Daughter, another confident selection. Alan Creef and Richard Fourie in a race number 8 in Gqeberha. Well, the curtain should come down at 4:45 with the running of race number 9. That is due to the 9-race program having been relocated to the Poly. We should certainly see out of the afternoon in spite of slightly inclement weather taking or intervening. But let's talk about the 9th race itself as a classified stakes. A very competitive affair over the 1,400 meters. And just looking at the overview of the betting right now, number 6, Meet at the Windsor, Richard Fourie and Ella teaming up. That is a 28-10. 5-1 are numbers 4, Destiny's Angel, and the 8, Windsock. Number 2, Gunsmokers at 11-2. The 7, Charlie Malone, 8-1, 9s and better. But it's worth noting as we look at the lower echelon of the betting, it is 16-1 into 12-1 about the 3, Passion Twali. That is a Clifford Miller and a Markov and Rensberger teaming up. I do know that you have a soft spot for Passion Twali, Mr. Podesta.
Yes, I do, and I think she can cause an upset. And I would like you to add it up front in my quartet, if you can, please.
We will do so. We will do so. So talk us through the other horses that have chances to win race 9.
Yeah, I think it's a trappy, very trappy race, and I think the pick 6 player should go as wide as possible. My first 4 selections is number 2, Gunsmoke, to beat Pestant Wali from Meet at the Windsor and Windsock.
All right, so those are the top ones.
Yes.
Right,
but
there is the...
But don't leave out horses like Iron Tail, Charlie Malone, and Destiny's Angel.
Okay, so what we've got for first right now is a 2, 6, 7, and 10. It'll be 2, 3, 6, 7, and 10. By 2, 3, 6, 7, and 10, and then 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 11. And likewise for that 4th position. You know, we're racing again on Tuesday, so we will be definitely catching up for that Tuesday, both post-mortem and looking forward to the Poly meeting. And also looking forward to looking ahead to the sales, which start on Thursday, the National Yearling Sales. Hence, we are racing at the Vaughan on a Wednesday to accommodate the start of the 2024 sales. Whatever the weekend holds in store for you, hopefully it is a great one. And we look forward to another refreshing chat with you on Tuesday. Do have a safe weekend ahead.
Thank you, Cecil, and you too, and hopefully we can make some money today.
Thank you very much.